'Twas the first day of Puck in that town on the hill. The fair was alive with excitement and thrill. The stand it was decked with such colour and flair, awaiting a king who soon would be there. Stalls that were nestled all snug on the roads, I gave each a glance as the fairways I strode. 2 horsemen passed by, their long day complete, with the pony in tow, who danced on his feet. From over the bridge arose music so grand, I knew in a moment 'twas Callard and pipe band, leading a sprawling parade of marvels and floats. Would ye see here women, the fear and the goat? But 'twas no common Puck did these small heroes bring, for this big hairy fella had the look of a king. He was welcomed by a queen with flowing red hair, who put a crown on his horns and hoisted him up in the air. While King Puck settled on top of his seat, I turned on my toes, and an old friend I did meet. He had left long ago for a big job in Zaire, but made it home especially at this time of year. And after our meeting and greeting was through, we tripped through the fair to admire the view. We dined on a snack box from a dodgy food truck, then set off on our mission to see all of Puck. More rapid than eagles the pubs to me came. We whistled and shouted and called in my name. To Kingston's, the Kingdom, and away up the hill. The Forge to Francis, and cans from John Chill. We discovered each doorway hid between stalls. We drank away and drank away, we drank them all. And after a jig by the gig rig, we were no longer stable. In our wanderings we stopped, we found a big table. 'Twas a fine public house which looked down to the square, and happy we were to give the night there. Oh, there was many a character in that toing and froing. The head of my friend, how his cheeks they were glowing. Someone plucked a guitar as another did sing, and the whole of the pub found themselves in the ring. Then in the twinkling as by bed it did beckon, we had shouting and roaring and cursing and fecking. So I drew up my head and there in the crush, a drunken old punter did dance with a brush. The crack it was 90, all were having a ball. The only fear present was that yell of last call. Oh, Puck Fair's the place to drink and be merry, when filled with the drunkenest people in Kerry. And near the night's end we found a corner for chats, straddling a high stool in old pink cowboy hats. Draining the dregs of a pint, I neared, filled my load, and I said to my pal, we'll have one for the road. With a wink of his eye and a nod of his head, I knew he'd agreed there's no more drink to be fit. He spoke not a word, but went straight to work. He lifted his glass, then downed it with a jerk. As another was poured right under his nose, his face became pale and his eyes they did close. He sprang from the chair like he had sat on a thistle, and away he did flew, like a half-sozzled missile. But I had to explain as he ran out of sight. Oh, Puck to you all. To all, a good night.